What's up, y'all? Coming to you live from, well, not live, from DuPont State Forest in North Carolina. Going to try to see 5 waterfalls and a lake today, but I'm not sure of what damage the trails have from Hurricane Helene. I haven't been here since last year, so we'll see. It's been about 43 days since I've seen a waterfall, and I'm getting the itch. So hope y'all enjoy. All this rain got North Carolina looking all luscious. If I get to see all of the falls that I want to see, it should be about a 10-mile hike. I'll just, since I'm not carrying water, I'll just drink water when I get to water sources as I go. This hike should be near water almost the entire time. I can hear the water. That used to be the trail to come down to Hooker Falls, but they closed that off a few years ago. Created this other loop that comes around through the forest. That other one back there was just a straight shot from the parking lot, a lot shorter. I don't think I've ever seen this part so shallow. See if I got some old footage I'll put in there. Yeah, all this right here is different. This has never been this shallow. This is a popular swimming area right in front of the waterfall, but I guess because down here it's so washed away now, the water flows away faster. I don't know. I mean, I guess right up under the falls, people can still get in the water. It just doesn't look as deep as it used to. And after all this rain, you would think that it would definitely be deep, but I think the water is just flowing downstream a lot faster than it used to. I'm almost back to the parking lot where the car is. This park is kind of hard to create a loop kind of hike that keeps you near the water. So I usually park down at the Triple Falls parking lot, hike to Hooker Falls, come back to the parking lot, and then go hike to the other waterfalls, Triple Falls, High Falls, and 2 others that people tend to leave out and forget about. And they're really nice. So I'll show you when I get to them. Grassy Creek Falls and Bridalveil Falls. See, cutting back through the parking lot. Looks like it might be a packed house, but that's usually only up to Hooker Falls, Triple Falls, and High Falls. After that, the crowd starts to die out. One thing I'll say is you gotta watch out for the algae and moss. Sometimes the wet spots are a lot slicker than you think. My rule is If it's green or brown, you're going down. So I'm trying to avoid the green and brown spots. Stay on the gray. If you come to sections where you can't avoid the green or brown, I like to try and find something that's as level as possible and take short, choppy steps instead of like longer steps. You take longer steps and your center of gravity is off and your weight shifts to 1 foot and you slide out. We don't want that. All right, for those that are new here or don't know, this is Triple Falls. This is the bottom tier. There's 3 waterfalls and this is the bottom part. This is the waterfall that was in the background in the Hunger Games when Katniss came running through the woods looking for Peeta, and he was like laid down disguised as the ground. That was in the background. I would put a clip in here, but last time I did that, it got taken down, so I'm not gonna do it. These are the stairs that lead to the second tier of Triple Falls. Been there a few times, but these clothes are damaged. That used to be the trail that went to the base of High Falls. When I brought my son here a long time ago, we saw a snake right on the side eating a frog. He was like, that snake bit that frog on the butt. But now there's another trail to get to the base of the falls. Not gonna stay here too long. This one gets crowded. It is crowded. It's nice though. And keep going to the other ones. Less crowded for sure. Watch. So just drank some water. My bottle with the filter. And compress it. Put it back in my bag. Some of the best water you'll ever have. It's out here. Well, looks like we're down to 4 waterfalls. That road takes you to Grassy Creek Falls, one of my favorites and one of the more underrated waterfalls in this park. It's almost never anyone there, but it's real pretty and the sound is really nice. Only person that gets to go over there is that lucky squirrel. Maybe some other time. Now let's see if we can get to Bridal Veil Falls. It's always interesting to me when people come to this park and I see their posts on social media. They always skip that waterfall and this one. Granted, it's a little bit of a hike. I think from the visitor center to Bridal Veils and back is 4 miles, but it's road, flat road for the most part. When you go to Grassy Creek, a little bit of an incline, but nothing crazy. Like going to Bridal Veil, definitely pretty flat. Not that scenic, but you do pass some lakes. I say that, and then here comes the trail for the lakes, the 3 Lakes Trail, which I've never taken. Even though I've been coming here for years. I don't know, I'm more of a moving water kind of guy. I'm not saying that the lake water is still, but I prefer the waterfalls. That's just me. And this one down here, Bridal Veil Falls, I'm telling you, people keep sleeping on it. There are people there, of course, but it's definitely not as crowded as the other ones. Plus, if you come this way, you still get to see one of the lakes. I think the biggest one, I think. Don't quote me on that. Lake Julia, I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Julia. I get the names mixed up because I always get this one mixed up with the one in Grand Teton, Jenny. Jenny Lake, Lake Julia. Got it. There's Lake Julia. Julia the lake. Kind of hurrying, trying to leave this group behind. We got a bunch of kids. Kids like to bring their own soundtrack to the woods, so that's their way of enjoying it. I'm not knocking it, I'm just avoiding it. All right, got one more stop. Bridal Veil Falls. And then I gotta double back through all of this back to the car. I'm not gonna record all that. So it's not running high today. So we might be able to go up to the top. I can show you where they filmed scenes from Last of the Mohican. Might even be able to get under the falls. We'll see. Remember where I said scenes from the Hunger Games were shot at this waterfall as well? I want to say the scene where Katniss was being chased by the other group of kids. There was a part of it over here when they chased her. If you look, you'll see this waterfall in the background and some of these rocks. It's always a good time when you can get under the waterfall. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Y'all be easy. Keep your hair greasy. Cover your mouth whenever you sneeze.